Hello, I'm Al Edmondson. I'm back again with Earn My Vote 2018. I have another candidate, attorney Karen Phipps, who is running for a seat on the bench. And Karen, how are you this morning?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, good. So Karen, tell us a little bit about you and how long you've been serving.
Thank you. I am a criminal defense attorney. I've been doing this for 15 years. I got my kids off to school, went to law school when they were in grade school, and then went out and opened my own firm right
Mm-hmm.
away. I started in civil work, but once I went out on my own, I focused on criminal defense. I've been representing the indigent in Franklin County for 15 years. I'm a trial attorney. I think last year I had almost 14 trials.
Wow.
So I have a lot of experience in the courtroom.
Yeah. So having that much experience, why do you want to run for a seat?
Well, I feel that part of my job has been community service, helping that. Even though I have a lot of experience, I continue to represent the indigent because people need to be represented by good attorneys with
Right.
trial experience. I feel that that's taking the bench. If I could win an election, would be the next step in helping my community, helping people get equitable and fair treatment
Mm-hmm.
in the system because you have to be treated like an individual, not the crime you've been committed.
Right.
I have a lot of experience understanding that people commit crime for lots of reasons, and that doesn't make you a bad person. And as a judge, I could do more for the community by making sure there's fair and equitable punishments if punishment is what is necessary.
Right, that's important because in our community, people want to know that they can be treated fairly in the process, in spite of how they look or their backgrounds. And I think that's so important that we have those type of judges that understand and come from those backgrounds. Now, are you from Columbus?
No, actually, I grew up in Wisconsin. Good Catholic family. My mom and dad stayed married till my dad passed. I have 10 sisters and 5 brothers.
Wow.
So I understand big family life. I understand the strife and the hardship that comes from that. I moved here after my second child was born. I have 2 kids. They're adults now. My daughter's a teacher. My son just got his PhD in entomology. So I raised science kids, and but I've been here since my daughter was 6 weeks old. So I consider myself from here because
Right.
it's I've been here 26 years.
Yeah, so can you tell us about the seat that you're running for and what's this job and what's its purpose and how you're going to help our community?
Certainly. This job is Court of Common Pleas General Division, which means it is the court that handles the felonies and high-end lawsuits, to make it really simple. So this would be a continuation of what I've been doing for 15 years. I've been in the courtrooms working, being mentored by judges by watching what they do. And just like my mom, there's some things I saw that I decided not to do as a parent. So you learn by watching and mentoring and actually having experience. And so what I would be doing was be presiding over felony cases and also high-end lawsuits.
Oh, that's great. That's so great. And now, one of the things that I always like to tell people to do is just look right there and tell the people what you're going to do to earn their vote. But first, I want you to tell them when is the election coming up for
Okay,
you?
there is a primary on May 9th, which you can practice voting for me because I don't have an opponent in the primary, but my big election will be in November.
Okay.
So I'll be on the ballot for May, but I do not have a Democratic opponent. I am an endorsed Franklin County Democratic
Okay.
candidate. This is what I will do. If I am lucky enough to win this election, if I'm lucky enough to get your vote, I promise that I will enforce the laws equitably and fairly, and I will treat everybody as an individual and not as a number or not as what they're charged with. I've represented so many people that have their story behind how they got where they got is so important when it comes to how their case should be treated. And I promise that that's what I'll do. I'll treat everybody as an individual. I will treat them fairly and equitably.
Wow, that's great. Now, and what's the seat again so people will know who to vote for?
I am running for Franklin County Court of Common Pleas General Division.
All right. Thank you so much, Attorney Phipps. She's running for election in November. Stay tuned for more candidates on Earn My Vote with Al Edmondson. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Peace.